Hello, happy Wednesday. Welcome to Fit Fed Feeling Good. I am Meg, your host, and this is the podcast where we talk all things fitness, food, and feeling good. Before I get started, I would love for you to take a second to pause this, go to the reviews and ratings if you don't mind, give it a quick rating, maybe write a review if you're enjoying Fit Fed Feeling Good. And let's get going into our episode. Today, I thought it would be a good topic as we have the new year quickly approaching and entering, or I guess we're within the holiday season. Thanksgiving in America has just recently passed. I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving if you celebrated in any way. But what I thought would be an interesting idea is based on that essay or book written by Robert Fulghum, the Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. That idea I was thinking about, but wanted to expand on it with maybe some original ideas. But the ones that are basic ideas in that essay are play fair, share, wash your hands before you eat, things like that. So I'll just kind of list off a few more. Clean off your mess when you make it, put things back where you found them. Don't hit people. And we could also go back. I mean, if we're really talking lists of ideas like that, the 10 Commandments are also the most wonderful list to just live your life in a way that maybe were intended. But I thought, well, those are all great and wonderful, but how do they apply to life, to fitness, to your career, and maybe even more as we go into adulthood? So some classic ones that I was thinking about are, eat when you're hungry. Eat when you're hungry. Warm cookies and cold milk are still a good idea. So let's go ahead and listen to our bodies, get to know intuitively when we are hungry, and eat when we're hungry. And how about off that same note is rest when you're tired. When you feel sleepy, let's get that rest we need. Now, sometimes our schedules determine when we can get that sleep, but yes, we need to know our own energy tank. And sometimes I know when I am at zero energy, I am less productive. So I do need to grab that sleep if it's available for me at that specific time. And drink when you're thirsty, right? We need to stay hydrated. And there are so many fun ways to make that hydration just a little more enjoyable. Lemon water, cucumber water, throw in a cinnamon stick for the holidays. I talked about that on Redesigning Health at Home with Carrie. And there are those added electrolyte packets you can throw in if you're looking for a little extra hydration. So that's always a good one. And of course, say please and thank you. How often did we hear that growing up in childhood? Make sure you say please and thank you. And I think it's still a really nice gesture. I mean, some of the terms have evolved a little bit. It's funny because I teach a senior fitness class, and a lot of times the gals will say thank you if you get them their chair or their weights. And a common response now is, of course. And the class, who is a little more senior, they laugh because they said it was always just you're welcome. And now it's or of course, or no problem. So phrases have changed, and I would be curious to think what please and thank you, some variations off that would be. And then another one for adulthood, or when we're performing together, hold hands, stick together when you go out into the world. Wouldn't that be a nice basic one? Anytime you're out, stick with your friends or stick with people that you went with. If you all go together, make sure you come home together. I like that one very much. And then maybe for fitness or career, some upgrades that still might feel like that kindergarten wisdom. How about move your body every day? Recess is still the best part of the day. When kids would come home, you'd say, "What was your favorite part of the day?" And maybe you would get, art class or maybe a fun history lesson or a math project. But I think a lot of us would hear when we got to go out and play. How about lift your friends up? Help someone carry something heavy, literally or figuratively. Just help out. Does someone need an ear or a shoulder to lean on at this specific time? Does someone need just someone to sit and listen or to talk and make them laugh or make them smile? You never know what a gentle smile when you pass someone will just do to their entire day. And yeah, you may not even know what that does to them. So I worked at a bigger fitness facility, and they definitely had a lot of corporate rules, wear your name tag. And one I really truly loved was anytime you were in the hallway, even if there was just one other person way down the hall at the other end, you needed to put that smile on because they wanted you just to greet everyone with a smile. And then let's go on to celebrate the small wins. Those gold stars like we got in kindergarten still feel amazing. The high fives, the good jobs, the well dones. I think it just feels really good. I was thinking about, I don't know why this is getting me emotional, but when you're told that someone's proud of you, it just feels so nice. It really does, because I think typically if you're in kindergarten and you hear that, "I'm really proud of you," it's usually coming from a position of authority or a guardian or someone that you look up to. So to hear that maybe from a peer or a friend, if you do something that's brave or you try something new and they say, "Wow, I'm really proud of you," it just feels really nice. So, and I know I don't say it nearly enough to the people I like or even to the ones I love. So I think I'm going to take my own advice here. Now, how about this one? Ask for help when you need it. Raise your hand if you don't know how. If you don't know how to do something, ask for help. I mean, help could even be YouTube, right? Because YouTube University is amazing. I have figured out things. Well, I have not figured out things, but I've then figured it out with the help of YouTube or with the help of Google or some search engine. And I have asked friends to just help me maybe problem solve, or a couple brains are better than one, just to brainstorm a few ideas that could help me solve a problem. So definitely ask for help when you need it. And then just like we talked about, enjoy recess or get movement every day, how about once you do sweat, take time to recover? So go run, go hit the gym, go for those nice walks, but definitely make sure you take time to recover your body, do those stretches. Maybe start a really light yoga, even restorative yoga, gentle practice to slow your body down, slow your mind down, enjoy that breathing process. Enjoy that natural relaxation that is built in mechanism that we all have, that maybe, and I know I don't always know how to tune into it or to enjoy it or to learn how to do it. So this is another good reminder for me to maybe try a little yoga practice. My fitness, I've talked about this, has evolved through my life. I used to like to do those crazy burpees, and I'm not calling them crazy. I'm calling them maybe crazy for me at my time right now. I mean, I love HIIT class. I love jumping jacks. I love high knees, jump squats, all that fun stuff. But I do think that my fitness has evolved, and maybe it's evolving into more of a gentle movement practice, but I still love all that good stuff too. Cardio and strength, of course, will be part of my life. And actually, this is motivating me to probably change out of my pants and put on some shorts and go into my little studio and get some movement in, even if it's just marching in place for a couple minutes. That always just feels good. Or my very favorite, dancing. What song would be fun to dance to right now? If I was talking to my high school friends, they would all say to put on the 80s music and just go crazy dancing. Anyway, where did we go there? All right. And then how about this one? Be on time. Line up when that bell rings, and your meetings and appointments count too. I remember in grade school, even when I was working in school, that bell outside would ring while kids were at recess, and they would all come running up and they wanted to be first in line. And there'd still be kids that wanted to have those couple extra minutes playing, but then that second bell would ring. So it's just such a good practice to be on time and line up, make your appointments, keep that appointment book for your meetings, your appointments, your schedules, your workouts, create your information in your planner. And it's just a good practice. What was that phrase? If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, you're really late. Well, whatever. But as long as you're on time. And, I'm not a counselor or a doctor. This is truly just for entertainment. I enjoy speaking with you and having this time together, my FitFed Feeling Goodies. I thought about that early, my goodies. So thank you, my goodies. Thanks for joining today and talking just about some philosophies we can apply to our life, and take a few deep breaths and just enjoy our days as much as we can. Well, have a great week, and we will see you next Wednesday. Thank you.